Hello, welcome back to SpaceChem. An introduction to sensing on Alkanos. This is Planet 4. Let's check it out. No new story. New training, though. Sensing and recyclers. Sensors detect the element of the atom over them. The branch sense atom instruction redirects Waldos when the atom over the sensor matches the instruction's trigger element. That sounds like it has the potential to be complicated. Oh yeah, and they didn't even give a simple example. This is already, sensor is off to the side, so even if we're holding oxygen, if we're not holding it in this orientation, then it wouldn't be sensed. That's actually a good hint as for a use for it, instead of just sticking the sensor right underneath the branch, which would be the more obvious usage. Change the trigger element using the change trigger element action in the instructions right-click menu. Okay. Sensors allow reactors to process inputs that may contain different compounds. For example, this atmospheric pump produces oxygen and nitrogen molecules in a 3-to-1 ratio. And I wonder if that's perfectly balanced or if that's just chance-based. It would have to be fixed because we're judged on how many cycles it takes to beat the mission. So the exact order of when you get an oxygen and when you get a nitrogen would have to be fixed. For that, have to be deterministic. That's something to test once we get into the mission, I suppose. Some production puzzles have unbalanced inputs and outputs. Direct excess raw materials into recyclers. Alright. The better solution than just having a really long pipe and hoping you don't run out of storage space. But we don't get to deal with that. We instead get 50-50 neon argon. We need neon to go out here and argon to go down here. Okay, well this looks painfully simple. But I suppose it is a, new tool to play with, so it makes sense. So in that case, let's just do something like this. If we have, what is it, argon? Oh dear, now I have to find where things are on the periodic table of the element. Oh, or they can highlight the ones that are irrelevant. Okay, that makes it easier. So if we have argon, we go down, otherwise we go this way. Alright, and I'm just gonna do... Oops. I'm just gonna do that. I could set up the same setup with the blue, but I don't think I'm gonna bother. I'm gonna have a slow solution that uses fewer symbols. Since I'm not optimizing this anyway, I might as well do it this way. Just do an output here. So I guess this is a symbol minimalist solution, sort of. Might be possible to do it in fewer symbols. But I think that works. I may have overlooked something rather important. Also, we got argon first. Let's see if that's consistent, if it goes back and forth between argon and neon. Sensor works as expected. Oh, that's a problem. These are different output zones. Okay, we will do an output there then. I just assumed the one output command would deal with both of them, but of course it won't. And that was 2 argon in a row. So let's see how... Like, it must be a fixed sequence, but, I don't know. That's something I wouldn't mind people telling me, people who've played this game before. Is it true that it's a fixed sequence? Because that would be very good to know. But again, because of the way the puzzles measure your output time, your overall time in cycles, it would have to be fair for puzzles. Otherwise, you could just play the same solution over and over until you get a high score. All right. Well, the sensor seems to be working as advertised, exactly as I expected it would. We might not get an even 10-10 split here. But if we go 11-10 at the end or whatever, that's fine. But yeah, this has the potential to be immensely complicated. This one little tool. Alright, it was possible to use fewer symbols. Okay. But, yeah, that was the mission. Prelude to a migraine, that doesn't sound good. Find out what that is next time. I will see you then.